Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to BBF TV. In this video, I'll be showing you how to apply false lashes. I'll be using the MAC number 20s, and they look like this. As you can see, they are a half lash. It's not a full false lash. I have it applied to this eye so you can kind of get the idea of what it's going to look like. It's not as dramatic as a full false lashes, which makes it really great for daytime events or any time when you want something like a look that's adds a little more definition to your eyes, but it's not as dramatic as a full lash. It's really good for beginners too because it's a little bit easier to apply, and like I said, it's a little less noticeable, so people who are a little nervous about using a full false lash, start with the half lash and see how you like it. The first thing that you're going to do after you've removed it from its case is you're going to take it in between your fingers and you're just going to bend it a little bit. Just go up and down, make a little arc with your fingers. And what that does is it helps shape it so that it forms to your eyelid a little bit better than what it would if it just came straight out of the case. Next, what you want to do is you want to apply it to your lash line without any glue. This is so you can get a rough estimate of where you're going to be placing it before you put the glue on, and it's a little harder to move around. So I'm just going to place it right on my lash line. And as you can see, you start in the middle of your lash line and you go outwards. Okay, so I have a rough estimate of where I want to place it. After you've done that, you've placed it and you know where you're going to put it, you're going to get your glue. And right now I am using Duo Lash Adhesive. It's great. It holds all day. Your lashes aren't going to come up if you apply them right. And it goes on white so you can kind of see where the glue is, but then it dries clear. So don't freak out if you're seeing white glue and you're worried about it. What I do is I take a tray, just like anything you put your makeup on, and I just squeeze a little bit out here. You don't need a lot. And I take a Q-tip. You can use a toothpick, you can use whatever you want to use really. But I use a Q-tip to apply the glue. And you just want to hold the lash in your hand at the bottom. Dip your Q-tip in the glue. And then you just want to apply it to the spine here. You want to pay special attention to the edges because that's where most lashes come up if they're going to come up. So put a little extra on the edges. Now what you want to do before you apply them, after you put the glue on, you just kind of want to wait for 30 seconds. You don't want to put the lashes on when the glue is extremely wet because it's just going to kind of squish around on your eye and it's going to get in places that it doesn't really need to be. And eyelash glue is a little tricky to get off your eye. Okay, so it's been about 30 seconds and my glue's kind of tacky and it's not totally wet, it's not totally dry. And taking the shorter edges and placing them on the inside of my eyelash line, I'm just going to place it exactly, hopefully, where I estimated earlier. And it's okay to move it around if you need to. If you didn't place it right the first time, it's okay, the glue is not going to dry right away. As you can see, the glue is white. Like I said, it will dry. And what I do then, I take my tweezers and I take the end that you don't usually use and I just kind of press down on the glue on the lash line. This just helps it stay, helps it set, pushes it against the lash line. And you can kind of push it down if you need to adjust it a little bit. You can just use this end. And then I give it a second, give it a few seconds to dry. It looks like the glue has pretty much dried. I'm going to take my mascara, and right now I'm using CoverGirl Lash Splash Fusion. I really like it. And I'm just going to go at the base of my lashes and wiggle upwards. And what this is going to do is it's really going to blend your natural lashes into the false lashes. This way nobody can really tell that you have false lashes on. It just looks like your lashes are naturally this gorgeous. I just put a few coats on. Nothing really serious because you're not really using it for any added definition. You're just kind of using it to blend. The next thing that I do, I take a liquid liner in black and I just go over the top of the false lashes, starting from the inner corner and working outwards. What this does is it just helps to disguise where that lash line is, as well as taking care of any shiny spots that the glue might have left behind. Sometimes when the glue dries, it gets kind of shiny, depending on what kind of glue you're using. So when you go over it with a liquid liner, it helps to disguise that. So right now I am using Hello Kitty Goodnight Dreams. It's black. It's a felt tip marker, as you can see. It looks like a felt tip marker. It's really awesome. I'm loving it right now. And I'm starting at the inner corner and I'm just working outward. Making sure to go over the top of that lash. Okay, so you can see that you can't really see the lash line at all. And it matches this side, which is what I'm going for. And there you have it. You can see that I have them on both of my eyes. And that is how you apply the MAC number 20 false eyelashes.